Manifestation is actually just about three things: repetition, expectation, and faith. The routine that I'm going to share with you today took me years to craft and to apply to my life because I was too lazy or I had other excuses. But after I began applying it to my life, I became a very dedicated and consistent person. Two things I would literally never describe myself as in the past. And this routine helped me to apply the three hallmarks of manifestation success, which, like I said, is repetition, expectancy, and faith. This routine helped me to make the manifestation journey effortless. Manifestation is our innate nature, like breathing or digesting. Even if you don't actively spend your time manifesting, your life will manifest on your behalf using your past memories and beliefs. You can think of it like a savings account. Whatever you add in your savings account multiplies. So if you have a lot of negative thoughts that you've added or are still adding to your bank account, then what happens is that the negativity in your life just grows and grows. And your body begins to accept these thoughts as reality. It begins creating your life without you. Your body's natural aim is towards expansion, no matter how painful the path is. But you have a choice, and that choice should be to make your journey of expansion as effortless and ideal as possible. And I used to struggle with this process. I used to fight against it. My body was afraid of change. I was afraid of doing better because I didn't really know what that meant. I was so used to things being out of my hands that I thought that's just how things worked. But after I grew up and went to therapy and made friends, I realized that I actually have a choice. And I started to realize that I can see the love in everything if I want. This made me fall in love with myself. Instead of seeing myself as undeserving of love or attention, I started to see myself as a little girl who desperately needs my love and attention to grow. I had to parent myself. And this routine that I'm going to share is how I actively play a role in my life, how I parent myself, and how I make my inner child feel safe through the power of rituals and routines. Because this is what humans need to create structure and order in their lives. A simple grounding exercise is going to do nothing for you if you don't have balance and consistency in your life. So you have to start being consistent, and this is the way to do it. If this is resonating with you so far, I would love for you guys to interact with this video, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Hi guys, it's Azreen, and today I'm going to be sharing my daily routine. This routine is optimized to make your manifestations powerful and effortless. This routine can be broken down into three phases: when I wake up, during the middle of the day, and before I go to sleep. So, upon rising, the first thing that I do is open my windows and get whatever sunshine is outside inside of my room. This is really good for your brain. This helps stimulate your dopamine and your serotonin for the day, and it helps you to not be addicted to your screen. It helps you to look at sunshine for that hit of blue light. And I'm going to list the next ones now, but please make sure that you do these things in this order because that way it is going to be super, super effective. So firstly, after getting that sunshine in my room, I sit upright like this and I say my affirmations. Right now, I'm doing some really powerful affirmations that I got from this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And it's more than just I am affirmations. It's almost transcendental, and it really connects me with divine love and energy so I can carry that power and feeling throughout my day. And I highly recommend you check out the book if you're into the subject. I make sure I say all of the affirmations from 10 to 15 times, taking an inhale between each of the sentences. Please make sure that you say them out loud. If you don't, it's not going to have the same impact. I imagine these affirmations sinking into my subconscious, and then I move on to step number 2. I hum or chant whatever it is that I want. Usually I just do a simple Om. Om is the universal sound of the universe, and it can be said by anyone regardless of their faith. It is simply the sound of the universe. I chant this 10 to 15 times as well, and what chanting or humming does is it stimulates your vagus nerve, and that in turn calms down your body and puts it into a parasympathetic state, which is rest or digest, which is the opposite of fight or flight. This is a wonderful way to start your day off in peace and lightness, without that whole rushing feeling. Lastly and thirdly, I go and sit in the sunlight and do some breathwork or pranayama. Pranayama literally changed my life. It's better than coffee. All you have to do is breathe in a specific way. Currently, my routine consists of doing 5 yogic breathing and 5 breaths of fire, and then 5 alternative nostril breathing and 5 bhastrika breaths. And if you want a detailed routine for this, I can upload one. Let me know in the comments. And like I said, this routine totally changed my life, especially the pranayama, because I used to have a really bad habit of waking up and then falling back asleep, and then I would get really bad headaches. But because of doing pranayama, it like circulates your energy and it makes you feel really alive. Doing these 3 things first thing in the morning will fill you with positivity and lightness that you can carry and spread to others throughout your day. This will help you make your mind a nice place to live in. So in the middle of the day, I make sure I stand up and do some light qigong, or I dance around a little bit. I used to be the kind of person who would like hit the gym 4 to 5 times a week, but eventually that made me feel super burnt out. And especially for women, I believe that doing high intensity training all throughout your cycle is really not beneficial. Your body naturally needs times to, exert itself and then calm back down. We do not have the same biological cycle as a man, which is a 24-hour cycle. Instead, we have a 28-day cycle, which is totally different. So now that I've been taking this approach to fitness, I feel like my fat is kind of just melting off, and it's much more easy and relaxing for me to get movement in my day. So my favorite thing right now is qigong, which is basically qi, life force, and gong practice. It's the practice of moving your life force energy. Like, you've probably seen videos of tai chi and stuff. It's kind of like that. It's basically a standing meditation. And the reason I would recommend this to everyone is because you can do this with very limited amount of space, unlike yoga. So for qigong, you literally can do this at your desk. You just need to stand. That's it. And it helps you to massage the different acupuncture points in your body just by tapping and stuff, and it feels really good. It helps move your blood, your energy, and your lymph. I just follow different ones that I find on YouTube, and I've even done some classes in real life, and I found this to be really transformative. It's a very low impact way of getting into your body and moving your body. Second thing that I do in the middle of the day is I either read a little bit or I journal. So reading, obviously you put good things in your mind, and journaling, you release all the things that you don't need, or you can even script or write things that you're manifesting currently. Lastly, I've gotten into the habit of doing 30 minutes of light exercise, or what I do is I walk 10 to 15 minutes after every single meal. So in the end, it totals to about 30 minutes of exercise, just split up throughout the day. These 3 midday rituals help you clear any stagnant energy from your body. It helps you center yourself in your own energy, and it helps things get moving. Lastly, before I go to sleep, you can use your phone before you go to bed. But I don't think you're going to want to after doing these 4 things. The last one especially has been a game changer, and it got rid of my nightmares completely. Firstly, before going to bed, I like to do some light movements, stretching, yoga, whatever you want. Just loosen up the body and straighten out any issues and hear the clicks and cracks. I also do some alternative nostril breathing, and that helps to balance the left and right hemispheres of your brain after a hard days of work. After that, I just read a single page of a book. Literally. Just 1 page is my goal that I give myself, because 1 page is such a small goal that I can easily overshoot it. Like, nobody just reads 1 page and they're like, oh, that's it, right? You just want to keep reading. But just make sure you have a book that's not too exciting, but instead calming. Because if you're reading an exciting book before bed, you're just not going to go to sleep. Next, I repeat the same affirmations that I say to myself in the morning before I go to bed. And once again, I imagine them sinking into my subconscious and my body accepting them like a sponge. Lastly, the most powerful tip, which is I pray and I thank the universe, God, whatever, and I express gratitude for my life and gratitude for where I am and where I'm headed. Oh, and like I said, I used to see really weird dreams, but I spoke to a spiritual practitioner / teacher, and she told me to imagine a beautiful white light from my crown chakra all the way down my body, enveloping my body, and it just feels very protective and light, and I feel really connected to divinity and very safe, and that made me literally just sleep like a baby and have no more nightmares. I used to struggle a lot with routines because of ADHD, but I feel like this routine is so intuitive that I just fall into it naturally, and that's how it should be. You should make your routine so you just fall into it. You just gravitate towards them, you know, because it feels good. And like, you know, humans seek pleasure. Mindfulness does not need to be boring. It should be stimulating. It should make you feel your life energy flowing through you like a beautiful stream. And doing this really makes me feel good in the day, and I really hope that it does the same for you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Please support this channel with a like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Love you. See you in the next one.